the raiders begin stringing out lassos that are spun from monofilament fibers. And they step forwards, and one of them speaks to you, Blaine, and he says, "Your hands." And as they each step forwards and address you, asking for your hands to bind them, she says, "Ha ha! Not even any resistance, eh, Praetorian scum? Once we get you back to Urim, you'd best believe you tell us everything we want to know."
I look at the group, and I'm just kind of like I'm leading with my eyes, and like each person I like point to someone else in the group, if that makes sense, that we're fighting.
Can I roll for witty banter? I feel like at this point I should have at least woken up and noticed there was a woman with a sword and said something like,
awake.
"This isn't the first time this has happened."
You're
Or when
totally
they bind
awake.
me, be like, "You just had to have asked, right?" Like I got a lot of things here. I feel like I got to get them out. I got to roll for those.
I don't think you got to roll.
You
You can just say them. You get free actions to quip witty banter.
Good. The witty banter is like a 20 plus 8. It's through the roof.
Yeah.
It's almost charming to these people. They're like, "Damn, that guy is good."
Are you actually trying to like charm her?
No, I'm just. I am just.
Because you could try to do that.
That's what I'm doing.
All right. So give me an intellect roll.
Witty bantering with these bad people.
Do you have any?
I do.
You have any
I'm going to
skill
use my edge.
in
plus
interpersonal
1 for
interaction
intellect
or anything like that?
I
Do you
don't.
have a charm ability? Because there's a charm.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
But I have intellect plus 1.
Okay.
Or, edge plus 1.
Go ahead and roll.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's a crit,
wow.
right? Because it's over.
Yeah, it should be a crit.
Well, depending on the skill.
Charm bonus.
She stops in front of you and she like looks you up and down. Her thick black hair gleaming in the moonlight as one of the clouds moves away from the face of the moon, and she fixes you with sultry deep purple eyes, and she has very full lips and high breasts and wide hips, and she looks at you and she says, "Well, I didn't know they taught the Praetorians the gift of courtesy. Well, we have uses for you back at Occlude. Come with me." And she grabs a loop of wire from one of her companions, and she slips it around one of your wrists, and she says, "Turn around."
Wait, so he's already bound? He just got bound?
Wait.
You tell me. Do you try to avoid getting this loop of wire slipped over one of your wrists? Or are you cooperating? You don't seem to be resisting very actively, party members.
Did the message of like, did JP's message of like, "Hey guys, we should probably," because I'm not doing this to bang her. I'm doing this to like buy us time.
He looked at a target, looked at us, looked at a target, looked at each one of us, and told us like, "You this one,
knows?
yeah."
All right, yeah, totally. So, absolutely. Everybody else sort of snickers as they see this woman sort of,
While they're distracted,
Is
I'm
she
going to take my
distracted?
whip and I'm going to try to like trip them.
Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, but she's distracted, right?
Yes.
Oh god.
Okay,
She's
Maggie
definitely
acted first.
distracted by pockets.
Can I try something then?
Well,
while this is going down?
You are laying it on thick. While you are laying it on thick, why don't we hear what AAA is up to?
Yeah, while they're all distracted because they're laughing and they're looking at him, I'm going to take a wide whip and I'm going to try to like trip as many of them as I possibly can.
Ooh, that's pretty challenging. I'd say that's hard, but if you succeed, yeah, you could get three of them.
I would like to use some
remember your pet too.
Whatever. Yeah. I would like to use whatever I can to
Some effort?
Yeah, some effort.
Do you have any like skills or anything that would help you? Any ciphers maybe that you want to try and activate?
No. All my ciphers are useless.
Worthless ciphers.
You gave me shitty ciphers.
What are your ciphers? I need to give you...
I have a teleporter, a memory lens, and a temporal viewer, which are all useful for not right now.
Oh yes, a teleporter. How useless that is. Okay.
Well, I can only teleport myself, so that'd be dumb. Be like, see you later, guys. Bye.
Peace.
Peace. I can't even take Chomper with me.
That's true.
Who has
That's
the drill spear on their person? Who's holding that?
It's just in the party. Nobody necessarily has it.
I was going to try to like put it on like one of my arms.
Like, yeah, I guess maybe AAA is carrying the drill spear.
Okay.
And that's about it. Okay, so go ahead and make your strike.
Okay. Well, how much effort do I have to use?
You need to spend 3 points from your might. Or might or speed, whichever you choose, because I guess this would actually be more of a speed thing because it's kind of more dexterity.
Okay. I don't know. I've been using int for all my whipping, but okay.
Oh, no. Whipping is definitely a might or a speed attack.
Oh, wait. I just got excited because I saw a 19. I was like, Jesus.
Pocket. Pocket is laying it on.
Oh, my freaking God.
What okay. AAA.
F.
So
let's see. I have not rolled above a 6 all night.
If she's not going to use an XP, I will use one of my XP to reroll that.
Yeah?
I can use an XP. Don't use yours. I can use mine. I have a lot of XP.
It's like, we need this fight to go perfect with every roll. Hey, I will use an XP if you don't. I will use an XP if you don't want to use an XP.
I can use one more.
Oh my God!
But I won't be able to use another one after this because
Here comes that too.
Don't fuck.
It's not sufficient. Your whipping just like flies wide.
No,
someone actually like
re-roll it. I'm using an XP.
You're gonna use an XP too?
Yeah, please re-roll. Is that success?
That is successible to hit one person.
Goodness, that's ridiculous.
Well, I'm not using it anymore.
So, one die, 3 XP, 4 XP.
You whip one of them, and you knock them down. So hang on, let's see.
I have all these awesome ideas, Steven, and RNGesus is not on my side.
No, it's not fair. And let me see what this last person is. So you find one of the women near you, and you lash out with your whip, striking her and pulling her legs out from under her, and she falls with a cry. What do the rest of you do while this is happening?
How many, like, bad guys do I see?
There are 9 people around you, 8 raiders and 1 sultry-looking woman.
And we are all on the magic carpet at this point, or no?
You are all on the magic carpet, which is about a foot above the ground right now, because you sort of told it to lower, and we're making overtures of surrender.
I feel like I should use one of my ciphers.
Actually, at this point, I'm going to ask everybody to roll initiative.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
So is this a speed test?
Yep, everybody make a speed test.
Okay. 16, 11, 17, and...
I 5.
So let's
I rolled first.
Oh my God, that's a 5.
I know. I'm just like, I can't roll above a 6.
Amelia, damn, pulling it out.
All night, just like whipping it around.
Oh, man.
He's smiling. He's like, yeah. It always feels good when you're on like that 20 streak. You're just like,
cool. So, Amelia, yeah, you totally get to act now. It's you and Pocket who get to act right now.
Is activating a cipher an action?
Yes. It's funny because last time djWHEAT was rolling completely shit, and Maggie was like pretty okay.
Nuh-uh. Last week I rolled like 3 1s in a row, yo.
That's right. Oh no, you had some decent rolls in there.
I was doing all right
at
the beginning.
3s.
At the beginning, I was doing all right.
So,
Amelia,
I kind of anticipating the battle here and sort of sizing up the what we're up against.
Mm-hmm.
I pull out the subdual field from my pack.
Ooh.
And it's a small pyramid of Sith, and it has sort of a glowing green core and some sort of liquid gel.
Yeah.
And I press this gel dot,
mm-hmm.
and the device just sort of like begins to hover in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
awesome.
What should happen is in 2 rounds after this is activated.
Oh, 2 rounds.
Yes. Then anyone in the field and for 1d6 rounds after cannot take a hostile action.
Oh, it can't take a hostile action.
Does the party
Yes.
know this? Do we know this?
Very nice. Well,
Yeah, you guys know this because you know what this device is. Yeah, it affects the minds of thinking beings within the field, preventing them from taking hostile actions. It fills a specified area. I wonder how big of an area that is. Huh. Interesting. I'll see if I can look that up. Amelia Pocket. Yeah. Pocket, what do you do?
She has yet to tie anything to my back, yeah, or my hands.
Correct. Yeah. She's basically like slipping the loop over your hand as this all goes down.
Is she distract? I mean, no time to react. Yes, she's.
I mean, you can take an action.
I would like to use take advantage because I assume my charms have worked on her. Yes.
I'm gonna have to look up exactly how take advantage works. Is that because you fight dirty?
Yeah, I fight dirty.
Yeah.
And I'd like to swing around and put one of my daggers to her throat.
Ooh. Foci who fights.
She should be
dirty.
distracted, I hope, in some way.
So, take advantage when your foe is weakened, dazed, stunned, moved down the damage track, or disadvantaged in some other way. Nope.
Some other way?
Yep. She's not quite disadvantaged. She's still quite alert, quite awake, full health, full awareness.
Then can I use escape?
Can you use escape? Is that an ability?
It's an ability I have. It's one of my abilities.
Absolutely.
And I would like to escape out of the loop.
Yes.
And whip around, dagger on her throat.
Are you just threatening her?
Yes. I'm grabbing her and I'm threatening her. I'm not going to kill her. I'm grabbing and threatening.
Okay.
And a little,
whip
little
around
sexy.
and be like,
yeah, like back off, yo.
Yeah.
You like give a wink?
Oh yeah, no, and then I kiss her cheek. 'Cause I'm a gentleman.
Cool. Okay, Jax, escape. That's a skill use, right? That's not an ability.
It's a skill, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So go ahead and roll your intellect. Oh no, speed. I guess speed.
Blur.
For escape.
All right. Come on, baby.
If you hit a 19 or a 20, I'll let you get that dagger placement advantage. But without that, you're going to just be able to escape from her grasp.
Bring it home.
I'm not sure I want to escape and then not pull the dagger, because that's the whole point. Whole point's being a badass and pulling the dagger with the escape.
Well, you got to roll to be a badass.
Yeah, roll it. Put up or shut up, man.
19. Oh.
Ooh, that's not even good enough to escape.
Yeah.
I'll spend experience on that.
We're never going to level up.
19, here it comes. Called it. Boom.
Oh! No!
Yes!
Best experience spent in the game.
Oh my god.
Yay!
Holy hell. Okay, Pocket, you just like grab her arm and like slip your hand out of the loop and then grab it so that it's like pressed against her arm. And then you like spin around behind her and put the dagger to her throat and just like give her a little kiss on the cheek. And she just like flushes with fury. And at the same time, wow, like what is she gonna do in this situation?
Thank you, Internet. You're welcome for that.
She throws this device into the air after pushing the button, and at the same time, she like flips down under your arm and like extricates herself from your grasp. Roll a speed defense to see if you can keep your advantage over her.
Oh
is Bleen impressed with her skills?
And this is pretty hard. She looks quite combat trained.
This woman does?
Yes.
Spend effort.
All right. She slips out of your grasp. Your dagger grazes her throat very lightly, and there's just the faintest glimmer of blood on the edge of your blade. But as she throws this device into the air, our two nanos, AAA and Amelia, you both feel this incredible oppressive sense pressing against your sense magic, actually. And the hoverboard goes slamming to the ground as it completely deactivates. And the cipher that's floating in the air, what is it? The subdual field?
Yeah.
It starts sort of like shivering and shuddering. It's not shut down completely, but it looks like it is struggling to maintain its power source. The raiders move in.
Chomper jumps up and grabs it with his claws, teeth, mouth.
Claws, teeth, mouth.
Chomper do that?
Make it happen.
Chomper can do that on your turn, AAA, but the raiders have to act first. So they each move in with long swords as this woman with the dark hair, she shouts, "Take them all." So let me think. There's 8 of them and 4 of you, so each of you get 2 attacks. So each of you make 2 speed defense actions. So let's start with Amelia.
Okay. Okay, there's one.
Okay.
There's a second.
So the first one hits you and the second one swings wide, or the first one misses you and the second one connects as you dodge out of the way of the first one's slice, stabbing you in the side for 4 damage. And your armor does mitigate this.
Oh shit, we have armor. Wait, never mind. I haven't been attacked by it. Or I was attacked by that one guy, but I forgot about it.
Pocket, make your 2 defense rolls, please.
3 damage then? Is that what I understood? Yeah.
Ho, 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 Pocket.
Damn.
So the first one hits you, dealing you 4 damage. And the second one, let's see, you get something for that. You get a special... You get a major effect. You get to knock down, disarm, stun, or impair this raider.
I'd like to disarm him. I'd like him to lose control of his weapon, so it like sort of falls out of his hands. Yeah.
Awesome. So you take a slash to your thigh because as this other raider stabs at you, you like grab his wrist, like break it, and then like toss his longsword into the air, and it flies out beyond the edge of this encounter, and he's completely disarmed. Bleen, what was your initiative, Bleen?
11 or 12 or something like that. 11.
Okay, cool.
Am I still defending?
Do I get an effect on 19?
Yes. Did you get a 19?
I got a 19 on my second roll.
I think that's a minor effect. So you get to knock them back, move past them, or distract them.
No, I would just want them to be knocked back.
Okay, so you like deliver a kick to one solar plexus. He grunts fiercely and stumbles backwards.
By the way, do we have high ground advantage?
No, because the device was just deactivated.
Oh, right,
so it slammed onto the ground.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, Bleen, give me your 2 defense rolls against these attacks. Ho 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 ho. The first one, you managed to like use your Cthulhu to dodge out of the way of the first slash. The second slash catches you on the calf and cuts you fiercely. You take a total of 3 damage, I believe. You have 1 armor?
I have 1 armor, yeah. So.
Yeah, you take 3 damage total.
Okay.
And AAA, give me your 2 defenses as well. 16 and 2. So the first one misses you completely, and the second one connects in your upper arm, dealing you 4 damage. And do you have any armor, AAA?
I have 1.
Okay, so 3 damage total for you. Now it is Bleen's turn.
We're gonna start my turn off using Surging Confidence. So let me roll that 1d6.
1d6 plus 1.
Fucking for fuck's sake, give me a... God fucking damn it. Okay.
All right.
And then I would like... how many people are standing in front of me? Like in my direct...
Within 10 feet of you is everybody. So you can go and melee whoever you want.
Everyone is with longsword. Is there anyone that looks to be more I guess what I'm saying is there anyone else that does not have a longsword? Are they all longswords?
No, they're all longswords. They all have bows strung across their back. They have longswords, and a couple of them have bolas still at their waists.
Yeah, okay. I'm just going to attack the one that actually struck into me.
Okay.
'Cause I would have cause to.
Yep.
And this is with the tentacle.
Mm-hmm.
And I would... I'm not going to use any effort.
So these guys,
19!
they're...
Nice.
yeah,
Nice.
dude, damn. So that's plus 3 damage.
So let me roll the second time.
That's 9 damage plus, make your second roll.
20!
Oh, holy shit.
So this guy just
9 damage
explodes.
plus 8 damage. So tell us what it looks like when you just like double.
Oh god.
My tentacle, like, you just see the left side of my jacket just like fling up into the air, and then it just pulls back and goes straight through this guy's skull and just like leaves a hole right where his nose would be. Back, and the tentacle's like at the back of his head, like thumbing around on the back of the skull. Yeah.
That's awful. You just murder this guy, just completely destroy him. He falls to the ground with a sigh from his lungs. And let's see here. Someone, one of the women next to him says, "No, Philemon, I'll kill you." And now it's Triple A's turn.
No,
Someone's hungry.
Triple A. What do you do here? It's you and Chomper.
Guess I'm going to attempt to whip one of the guys and then have Chomper attack the other.
Okay, sounds like a good plan.
Get the thing. Get the thing. You're
Oh,
holding
yeah.
out. Get the thing.
The thing that the chick's holding, right?
She threw it.
She's
It's
not
in the
holding,
air
she
now.
threw it in the air,
Yeah,
right?
she threw it in the air. Now
hovering?
it's hovering in the air, and it's creating this whirring sound. And you feel this oppressive sense pressing on.
Oh, yeah. I would totally want to get rid of that somehow.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Can I use... So I can't use... Can I not use magic?
You cannot not use magic, no. But it's harder. You're not prevented from using magic, but it's
Okay.
harder. There's a dampening field.
All right. I guess I will whistle and point to the object and try to get Chomper to get it. See, the reason why I was asking that, for those of you at home that may be listening, I was debating whether I use hedge magic to try to make it float towards me. But if I feel like I'm probably not going to be able to use my magic, then that would be...
You know, hedge magic could certainly work for you.
Because it's a non-combat.
It would be a moderately difficult task under the influence of this device, but it's something you could try. Or you could just have Chomper jump up and grab it with his mouth. You know,
You might as well
That's what
try
I would
both.
rather do.
Try that first. See what happens.
All right, let's try to get Chomper to get it. See
Okay.
how that
Does
works.
Chomper know fetch?
Yeah, he knows fetch.
Awesome.
Oh,
Okay,
does
no,
he do it?
Chomper leaps up into the air, and just as his mouth is about to close on it, the woman shouts, "No!" and his mouth closes on it, and he lands. What do you have Chomper do? Is he like trying to run off into the distance, carrying this thing away from you guys, or what?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
Like-
So
a little bit further away.
Chomper tears off into the distance, you know, like,
Trying to find
50
a place to bury it. or
yeah, 50
something.
feet away. He starts like digging in the ground. It's probably coated in saliva by now. You know how it goes with Chomper. What are you doing now that this thing has been carried away from
Do
you?
I feel like less?
Yes, you feel the
positive-
weight of this field lift off of your shoulders.
All right.
Does that
I'm
also mean that the platform is sort of activated in the...
Yeah, the platform, like the lights start blinking and it starts like powering back up and it lifts off the ground just a little bit, but it's still like on just a foot above the ground.
All right. I'm going to use my whip on one of the guys that's in front of me. The one that dealt damage to me because I'm like mad.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, F that.
Turns
Oh,
out,
crit!
Oh my
Oh,
God.
damn.
finally!
Plus 4 damage. And you have 2 damage, so you deal a full 6 damage to this guy.
Wow.
You just like bring this whip down across him and just like lash him like 4 times rapid style. And he just goes, ah! And it's actually the same guy. It's the same guy that you had tripped earlier, and you'd already dealt him a little bit of damage. Like his pant leg is like torn where you had whipped it, and it's like dripping with blood. And now like his entire chest is like ripped open and like seeping with blood, and he's like stumbling back into the fight, swinging his sword. Amelia, it's your turn. This is the start of the second round. At the end of this round, the subdual field will come into action.
Okay. So, at the end of this round?
Yes.
So
at the end of AAA's next turn.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and are there any of these beasts on the platform?
The beasts?
Any of these bandits?
Yeah, I mean they're all kind of like stepping up onto the platform and stabbing at you and stuff.
Okay.
Okay. Some of them are on the platform.
I'm just gonna mind blast like the one closest to me. But try to remain in like position of the center platform so I can immediately react once the subdual field goes off.
Okay, cool.
So
ooh.
I'll just take the miss.
All right, your subdual field goes flying off into the air, shearing a bright pink line into the sky, a pink-purple line into the sky. Pocket, you're doing a dance, the deadly dance, the lambado, the forbidden dance with this woman.
Am I?
Tell me how you continue.
Well, there are also 2 men.
Yes.
Which is 2 more men than necessary. So
Absolutely.
I pull out my daggers and take a cue from Antonio Banderas and Desperado and say, "Let's play." And then I go after the guy who has no weapon anymore, and I stab at him.
Awesome. Go ahead. I'd say the fact that he has no weapon gives you advantage.
Thank you. I would agree.
You're good.
Enough advantage? Yay!
Yep. You stab the shit out of him. Tell me how much damage you do. It's 2 for your light weapons, right?
Yes, 2 dagger.
How much armor do they have? I should look at that. Oh, they have a little bit of armor.
None. They are naked. Naked bandits.
They're wearing leather underneath their cloth robes, so it looks like they do have a little bit of protection against light attacks. Okay, excellently done, Pocket. The woman stands in front of you, and she says, "You will all surrender now." And she like pulls out this length of monofilament wire, and she like spins it into a lasso, and she tosses it over you.
Over all of us?
No, over Pocket. He's the only one she's really interested in.
Oh.
Go ahead and roll
Obviously.
your speed defense, Pocket.
Alrighty.
Ooh.
That is not good enough. Her skill with the rope slips it right down over your shoulders, and she yanks on it, and it cinches tight around your upper arms. And she signals to her raiders, and each of them begin throwing ropes at the others of you. So 2 of them throw ropes at each of you, actually. So 2 of them at Pocket.
Left.
Oh, yeah. So 1 of them at Pocket, and then 2 of them at each of the rest of you.
Okay.
So Pocket, make another speed defense. It's harder than usual since you've already got a rope tied around you.
Did one of the ones on Pocket turn to spleen?
Yes.
Oh.
I like to be bound, but this is grace.
Pocket, a second lasso slips over you and binds you pretty tightly. Amelia, give me 2 defense rolls against this. The rest of these guys, they're not that skilled, right? You know, like they're just kind of chucking rope at you. So you dodge the first one, you dodge the second one. Amelia, you're completely free. These guys like pull their ropes back in. It looks like they're gonna give another shot. Beleen, give me 2 defense rolls.
Okay.
7 and 8. Unfortunately, neither of those are good enough. So 2 ropes slip over your head and cinch tight. Someone in chat is being like, wouldn't monofilament cut you in half? It's that the fibers of the rope are spun from monofilament. The rope itself is not 1 atom thick, for example. So you are not getting cut in half by these ropes. They are full ropes. They're just incredibly strong tensile ropes spun from monofilament fibers. AAA, can you survive this?
Dun, dun, dun.
Give me 2 defense rolls.
Whoa.
Oh, it rolled like 30. Just take the first 2. I don't know why I rolled so many.
You rolled 2 1s in there. What the fuck?
I know.
Was it a
hates
10 and a
me.
16? Or
10
those
and
the
16 were
first
the
2?
It's
Yeah,
lagged.
those are the first 2.
So
It's a 10 and a
It has
despite,
been lagging.
despite almost all of the rest of your rolls failing, your first 2 rolls were both successful.
Yay!
So AAA and Amelia, you're both still completely free. Now,
Riggs is not happy.
Bleen, it's your turn. You've got 2 ropes over you, right? Or is it 1?
You tell me. I had a 7 and 8.
No, you've got 2.
2
2 ropes on you, 2 ropes on Pocket, 0 ropes on Amelia.
I would
0
like
ropes on
to use muscles of iron and try to
Okay.
break these cuffs.
Oh, nice. I like it. All right, that's going to be pretty hard for you because they're monofilament, but you can give it a shot. Who knows?
That is. It costs 2 might to activate. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
And I have
And
1
it's
edge and
reduced
might.
to 1.
So it's reduced to 1. And then if I use effort, so it's -3 total.
So yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's -3 total.
So that's 2 difficulty reductions.
Yes.
Okay. 15.
Dude. Bleen, what does it look like when you break out of monofilament ropes?
The tentacle just worms its way out. The other arm is just inside the rope still because it doesn't give a fuck. And then I just go to attack someone.
Nice.
Sick, nasty, awesome. Go ahead and well, no, your action
That
was
was my
break
action,
out.
yeah.
Yep. So now AAA, what do you do?
All right. I'm going to try to trip another one of these guys.
Awesome.
Like the nearest one to me.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to whistle back for Chompers to come and, like, I guess he can, if he can, attack the closest one that's near him. Maybe not the one that's near me, but to help us.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a second because I think that
17.
roll 20 is
Yeah,
just
you got a
lacking.
17. What was that? It was your trip action, right? Yes, you absolutely managed to trip someone near you. And then your attack with Chomper was not successful. So Chomper came up flying through the air. But, you know, the guy was sort of like recovering his rope from failing to capture you. And so he's bent over. So Chomper just goes like flying over this guy. And then you immediately whip at his legs and like trip him down onto the ground, and he's flat on his back. The subdual field device goes off, and all of a sudden, all of you feel this. Oh my God! What are we fighting for?
Yeah, man.
Let's just all relax.
Let's hug it out, man.
And there's like this gentle green light that's emanating in waves that actually ripple through the air off of this device that's floating in the air. And let's take a 3-minute break, and we'll probably go for the entire rest of the night.
Yep.
And see what happens.
Awesome. Short and sweet. We'll be right back, guys. Thanks for watching. See you soon.